Hello everyone, and welcome back to Coffee Break. I'm your host with very conflicted feelings about matcha, Mason Langlois, and on today's episode we have Hadley Fitton celebrating her win on Dartmouth's Finest. Now, let's get on to the Mug of the Week. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mug of the Week. For this week's mug, we do not have a mug. We have a mug decoration. I picked out this mug this week because I thought it would be a cute little addition to our set, and I'm just really excited about it. I find it very adorable. It's very tiny, and I love how it's spilling coffee because it's dynamic. Wow. Anyways, that's all for this week. Let's get on to the interview.
Chongqing, China has a population of over 31 million people with 5 local hospitals. People in Chongqing get relatively good healthcare with so many hospitals so close.
It's hard for people in Mumbai, India, to get healthcare due to its population. 35% of the people in Mumbai have low access to medical services.
Nigeria, Africa is a poor city that can't afford the proper healthcare for its citizens. Only 3.7% of their money goes into medical funding. There is one doctor for every 2,000 citizens. One way we can stop this is by funding more hospitals in overcrowded cities or in places where there is no close hospital.
One way to donate could be by making a donation to the Red Cross to help people around the world.
Even if it's small, it can make a difference so everybody can get the treatment they need.
Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today I'm here with Hadley Fitton, so why don't you go ahead and just introduce yourself and, why you're here.
Hi, my name is Hadley Fitton, and I'm here because I just won Dartmouth's Finest.
Woo!
Woo!
Nice, amazing.
Thank you.
So, I really just want to kind of get into, your act and sort of the inspirations behind it. So I just was wondering, what was the inspiration for your act?
Okay, funny story. Most of my act was inspired by the ending scene in Shrek 2, where the fairy godmother sits on a piano and sings Holding Out for a Hero.
That's real.
In a sparkly red dress. So I took inspiration from that, did a sparkly red top. Mm-hmm. But I also thought it would be more entertaining if I had some people on the stage with me. So I got some jocks to be my backup dancers. And so it was a fun, spoof on, typical pageant, numbers, but, made a little more fun.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. That's wonderful. So I just kind of want to know, what was the hardest part of your act to kind of, put together?
The hardest part of the act, I think, might have been trying to get together to, rehearse everything, because, we had time during rehearsal, but, everyone had, sports and whatever, so I just had to make sure that we had a time to, get together. But Emma Fitton, my sister, was the choreographer, and she was really good about making sure everyone could come and making sure everyone knew the dance and everything like that.
Nice. So, more on the other acts of the show, what was your favorite of all the acts that you saw that night?
That's hard because so many of them were good and in so many different ways, but I think the most entertaining for me was Jesse Walker's act.
Oh, yes.
I mean, just a masterclass in, a production number. All of his moves were so beautiful. The lights look great, his outfit looks great, and of course, he's incredible. I don't know how he can throw those things and catch them in those stage lights, but absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, no, I remember watching Jesse's act and the entire time, wow.
Yeah.
How do you spin things that fast and catch them? I could never.
Exactly.
So you know how at the end of the show they typically ask, for all the viewers that don't really know about Dartmouth's Finest, they always ask you a few pageant questions at the end to sort of gauge you. So did any of the pageant questions surprise you personally?
For me, I feel like I was very lucky with the ones I got, because I heard some of the other questions. I go, oh, I wouldn't have answered that very well at all. I don't know what I would have said. Mm-hmm. But I think it was a nice mix of some funny questions that you had to think of creative answers, but then there were some really deep ones that you actually had to think about and have an honest answer. Mm-hmm. So I appreciated getting some questions that were really thought-provoking and let me really tell my story.
Nice. All right, Hadley, so thank you so much. So
thank you.
Now we're just going to go to a quick little compilation of your win and, all the things that you did during the night to kind of just celebrate the win. So, yeah, why don't we go ahead and watch right now?
So, if your mom is my mom and your dad is my dad, and we were both born on October 14th, 1986, then we're like sisters. Suddenly I don't feel so hungry anymore. Sisters, Hallie, we're like twins.
All right, so yeah, Hadley, that was a great performance you did. Of that. It was stunning. So in that compilation, we saw a little bit of like the Hollywood kind of videos that we saw in there. What was the process
Yes.
behind making those?
That was so much fun. So the advisors for this year, Miss Church, Miss Newman, decided to do a Hollywood theme, and I absolutely love that because we got to come down and work with you guys and film our own movie scenes, which it was so much fun, and it was like crazy how much work goes into them. Like, I don't know how you guys edit it, but it looks so good, and you can hardly like see any of the actual people in the movie. It's like you're there, and I think that was really fun for the audience to like, you know, get a sense of like our personality before we even came on the stage.
Of course, yeah, no, that was a really fun way
It
to sort of
was.
introduce all the contestants and kind of get a gauge for who they were. So speaking of the other contestants, you know, during Dharma's Finest, did you really find any ways to sort of bond with your fellow contestants
Oh,
and,
yeah.
you know, make friends?
Yes. It's really interesting because I feel like we all knew each other, you know, just from being in like the same grade. But I got really close to like so many other people that I wouldn't feel like I would know otherwise. And it was really nice because we started doing like things together, and like we'd like, you know, go out and get breakfast, or we did like the team bonding at like the Fun City trampoline park, and that was really fun. And I think it was just really nice to see a bunch of like people who are interested in different things like come together to put on like a really great show.
Yeah.
And support each other. It was great.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm glad that you guys can find some sense of community inside of Dharma's Finest, which is lovely. All right, Hadley, I just want to thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank
and
you.
again, congratulations for
Thank
winning
you so
Dharma's
much.
Finest. Yeah, thank you so much. I would like to thank you all for watching this week's episode of Coffee Break, and I'd also like to thank Hadley Fitton for coming on and speaking to us today. That's all we have for this week. See you next time on Coffee Break.